Tomorrow night on Hockey Night in Canada, the Oilers and the Flames will play the first game against each other that has had legitimate playoff implications for both teams this late in the season since April 1st of 2006. The rivalry was once called the Battle of Alberta, since the teams met 5 times in the playoffs from 1983 to 91. And there was an Albertan team in the Stanley Cup final every year from 1983 to 90.
But that was a long time ago.
The showdowns between the teams have basically been reduced to the pillow fight of Alberta over the course of the last 25 years. In my opinion, in order for two teams to have a rivalry, they both need to be competitive. Granted, both of these teams had miracle back-to-back runs to the Stanley Cup final in the middle of the 2000s, and if not for some poor luck, both of them might have actually won. But other than that, both franchises have either been incredibly mediocre, consistently weak, or just downright terrible for the last quarter of a century. Let's start with the Flames. Since 1990, the Flames have managed to win 3 division titles. Jerome McGinley and Mika Kiprasov also have had individual success. But after winning the Stanley Cup in 1989, Calgary didn't win another playoff series for 15 years. Then they went another 11 years without winning a series. They also missed the playoffs for stretches of 5 and 7 consecutive seasons. The Oilers have missed the playoffs for stretches of 4 years and an NHL record-tying 10 years. They have 0 division titles and haven't even had home ice advantage in a playoff series since 1991. Edmonton also embarrassed their entire fan base as well as the entire National Hockey League by selecting first overall 4 times in 6 years. However, this season, the Oilers have been in a playoff spot since day one, and Calgary, after a really rough October, have been holding down a wildcard spot pretty steadily since December. So as Cassie Campbell said earlier today on Twitter, the Battle of Alberta is back.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No, it's not. Sure, the games might hold a lot of significance for fans like myself, and when given the opportunity, I may poke fun at a Flames fan. For example, this is my buddy David McMurray. He's a huge Flames fan, so I can't help it if I refer to him as McDavid Murray accidentally from time to time. Spoonerisms, right? Happens to the best of us. But as for the two teams, they won't develop an actual rivalry until they play a long, hard-fought playoff series against each other. But this week's game and next week's game will begin to set the table for it to return. As a matter of fact, the framework for the battle to be reignited has been ongoing for a couple of years now. First of all, the teams selected very close to one another in the draft in 2013, 14, and 16. If things had played out a little bit differently, Monahan could have been an Oiler, Draisaitl a Flame, and Tkachuk an Oiler. These players' careers and how productive they are will be compared for years to come. Secondly, all of these players are parts of very talented, youthful cores for both teams. The Oilers and Flames are both going to be competitive teams for the foreseeable future. And with the divisional format the way it is, they're bound to meet in the postseason at some point. And thirdly, there actually seems to be a little bit of animosity developing between the two franchises. At the Prospects game in the fall of 2015, Darnell Nurse tuned in the much bigger Hunter Smith. Matthew Tkachuk was running around in the first game of the year looking for trouble, and sooner or later, he's going to find it. And Brian Burke is always stirring the pot because he can't keep his mouth shut. There is a huge 2 points on the line tomorrow night. But personally, I'm more excited to dispense with the facade of the Battle of Alberta and actually get back to the real deal. Let's hope that tomorrow night is another step in that direction. Let's go, Oilers.